Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me begin the presentation. Our group title is Performance Management. My name is YASMIN binti BANI and my group members are Noor Syafiqah Akmal binti Muhammad Noor, Noor Syafiqah NAJIHAH binti ABDUL AZIZ, NURUL NABILLA binti ZULHISAM and NURUL NADZIRAH binti Muhammad SALLEH. Without further ado, let me begin the presentation. Definition of organizational performance are: it involves analyzing a company's performance against its objectives and goals. In other words, organizational performance comprises real results or outputs compared with intended output. The analysis focuses on three main outcomes. First, shareholder value performance. Second, financial performance. And third, market performance. There are three types to measure organizational performance. First, as a measure of survival of growth. Second, as a measure of a good fit with the environment. Third, as a measure of relevancy.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is NURUL NADZIRAH and now I would like to talk about the factor that give impact to organization performance. There are three factors, which is work environment, leadership style and human resource function.
What is performance management? Performance management is a corporate management tools that help managers monitor and evaluate employees' work. Performance management's goals is to create an environment where people can perform to the best of their abilities and produce the highest quality works most efficiently and effectively. Performance management focuses on accountability and transparency and foster a clear understanding of expectations. Why performance management is important? Because effective performance management helps foster an open dialogue between employees, management, and the company as a whole. This increases trust and ensure everyone feels better, support, and more engaged. Without this, employees are more likely to feel detached from their works and its role within the organization, which is very likely to result in higher rate of staff turnover. So benefits why performance management is important is: first is support workforce planning, which is a frequent review with employees as a part of a wider performance management strategy can also help with a workforce planning. So discussing current and future workloads with employees can help to identify any requirement for future staff. Second is improve accountability. Accountability plays an important role in the success of an organization, but ensuring effective accountability is not easy. Often, accountability is equated to a culture of blame. This is not only wrong but higher detrimental to company culture and employee morale. So effective accountability defines a company's mission, value, and goals, and ensure each individual understand their role within that. So the last benefit is highlight training needs. Introducing more frequent review, whether formal or informal, can help to better understand the skill set of employee. So providing an open forum for employees to share and discuss their roles regularly can help to identify training needs before they have an impact on productivity.
Now we're moving on to the factor performance management. Performance management may be divided into three. Firstly, setting proper goals and objectives. Clear objective and goals for each employee is the most crucial step that boosts both employee as well as organization productivity. Clearly state the performance objective and plans. Secondly, succession planning. Employee engagement, benefit, and their satisfaction can help with the attrition rates. There are very few employees who keep working in the same organization for their entire life. And the last one is providing granular insight. It can be utilized for employee evaluation. Information essential to take employee-specific decisions are required through an easy-to-use dashboard or reporting tool. Next, the performance appraisal. It also can be divided into three, and the first one is conscientiousness. Raters who are conscientious tend to be more dependable, stick to the rules, and are more diligent than those with a lower level of conscientiousness. Secondly, attitude towards the organization. Managers with higher level of sense of citizenship tend to take greater care with performance appraisal and be concerned with general organization performance. And the last one is level of self-monitoring. It is the tendency to regulate one's behaviors according to the necessity of social situation.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Noor Syafiqah NAJIHAH binti ABDUL and now I will be explaining on the impact of poor performance management. So first we have employees could quit based on unfair results. This is because when an employee works well and he feels that he is unfairly evaluated, this will lead him to lose motivation to work with the company, and even if he doesn't leave the company, he will be withdrawn and feel disengaged to work. Next, fabricated or misleading information can affect the review. This is because an appraisal without performance data to back up cannot determine its authenticity, as a manager or peer might supply the information which is either misleading or incorrect, which will skewing the judgment unjustly. The third is employees become demotivated, as employees' motivation declines when they feel unrecognized or undervalued, which will then lead to the reduced performance and engagement rates. Number 4 is legal risk will increase. This is because it is dangerous to give negative feedback without proper data or facts to back up the accusations of poor performance. Employees who feel that they haven't been fairly evaluated may file a lawsuit against the organizations that do such things. The next one is job satisfaction drops and employees become burnt out. This happens as employees are more prone to become unhappy and burn out in their employment if the performance management system in their workplace is unjust and flawed to their employees. The last one is failure to set standards makes the process unfair. Employees may not know what are expected of them if there are no given performance criteria in their employment, and they may simply not grasp what justifies poor versus exceptional performance. Next, I will be explaining on the purpose of a performance review. First, it is to provide performance feedback. So, managers may take note for opportunities for improvement to their employees, and by clarifying what they hope to achieve with the feedback that they have given to their employees. The second purpose is to recognize individual performance achievements. By taking the time to recognize individual accomplishments, managers will help the employees to increase their motivation. Managers may reward their employees by giving out recognition or even praising, which will further boost employee engagement, productivity, and decrease workplace tension. Last one is to make retention, termination, and layoff decisions. The process will be easier as managers can conduct employee retention, which is keeping talented employees who are eligible of staying in the company, and terminating an employee's service based on unsatisfactory review with the help of the performance review.
Next is step in the performance management process. First is goals set to align with higher level goals. 2. Behavioral expectation and standards set that align with employee and organization goals. 3. Ongoing performance feedback provided. 4. Performance appraised by manager and others. 5. Formal review or feedback session conducted. 6. HR decision making. Performance review method. Performance review method are divided into 3 categories, which is self-evaluation, behavioral checklist, and rating scale. Self-evaluation. In a self-evaluation assessment, employees first conduct their performance assessment on their own against a set list of criteria. The pro is that the method helps employees prepare for their own performance assessment, and it creates more dialogue in the official performance interview. And the con is that the process is subjective. An employee may struggle with either rating themselves too high and too low. Behavioral checklist. A yes or no checklist is provided against a series of traits. If the supervisor believes the employee has exhibited a trait, a yes is ticked. The pro is the simplicity of the format and its focus on actual work-related tasks and behavior. And the cons is that there is no detailed analysis or detail on how the employee is actually doing, nor does it discuss goals. And lastly is rating scale. Rating scale is a common method of appraisal. It uses a set of predetermined criteria that manager use to evaluate an employee. Each set of criteria is weighted so that measure score can be calculated at the end of the review. The pro is that method can consider wide variety of criteria from specific job tasks to behavioral traits. The result can also be balanced thanks to the weighting system. This means if an employee is not strong in a particular minor area, it will not negatively impact on the overall score. The cons of the method is the possible misunderstanding of what is good result or what is poor result. Managers need to be clear in explaining the rating system.
In conclusion, performance management systems are the most focused in business, and today, even though the entire HR department is distributed to trainee recruitment, performance appraisal and the performance present just occur in a period of time. Performance management is an uninterrupted, continuous and sustained progress because each part of the organization, such as training, appraisal and award, are all related to the purpose of continuous organic organization effectiveness.